So, there you go. Live. Wednesday, 7th, what's it called?
Finally! Puta
Yes.
que pariu!
Puta que pariu. Puta que pariu. 28th of September of 2021. I think one of the worst days that I've lived this year so
Oh,
far.
I think there's been worse days in your boot camp.
Yeah, well, I don't miss it. Okay, I'm going. I'm going again. I mean, sort of not. It's gonna be boot camp, but it'll be some other type of training.
Secret secret mission?
Secret mission. Yeah.
Can you say where you're going to go?
Yeah, I'll be in Virginia. That's what I can tell
Oh,
you.
okay. Well, that's
I'll be
exciting.
I'll be sort of local, quote unquote. So what's up, man? Good to see you. Finally,
Likewise, man.
it's been like when I came back and I did the thing with Beppe, and then I was not here, and then we were not able to go, and Beppe cannot work today. I mean, it's just been on and off. But I saw you guys started the whole show again, which I'm happy. I'm glad. I'll have my computer where I am, so I'll try to log in Sunday nights and do this.
Well, I'm happy this time you'll have access to a computer so we can make sure that you're a part of the. It hasn't been the same without you. I mean, although, when did you when this is your first show back? Before what game?
The Lazio game.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at the Lazio game. I did watch it. I was.
All right. No, I mean, it would have been fun if it would have been fun if you came like right now, like you jinxed us with Atletico,
Oh
you know.
Jesus!
Then I would have to, make fun of you a little bit.
So
But
when I was there, and I started getting my phone like the last week, and then I finally, like, when I had a little bit of off time, I looked at it and I saw the draw for the Champions League. I'm like, great, man, this is like the worst draw that we could have gotten. I mean, good and bad. Good because we get these games for experience for the kids. But at the same time, I'm like, man, my expectations now are like, well, if we make it to the second round, which I still have that expectation, it'll be good. I'd rather make second round or last. I don't want to go to the Europa League if that's what, ends up happening. Give that to Porto. That's my opinion, but we'll see what
yeah,
happens.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's hey, listen, I know today was a tough day, but maybe kind of just jumping right into it. I
Let's
think
jump
that
into it. What did it for you today? Because I have things of emotions and thoughts that I have. But go ahead. What do you want to start with?
well, I mean, I think that as much as I want to hate on Kessie, I know that he had already gotten a stupid yellow. Okay, it happens, right? One yellow card. It was a stupid foul. Has he been playing a little bit seemingly uninterested in the last few weeks? Maybe. Do I think it's has something to do with his contract? I don't know. I think it's getting to him. I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I don't think he's playing like shit on purpose. I do think it's getting to his head a little bit. You know that it's been prolonged like this, and hearing some Milan fans talk shit, and seeing the newspapers, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that the foul, back to the original point, was the first one was a stupid yellow. The second one, to me, was very harsh. And this referee is just not, he was not consistent this whole game. He's an MLS quality, if that, maybe USL quality referee that
Hey,
we have
don't
today.
offend the
I don't care
USL.
how many UEFA, FIFA fucking games he has under this belt. This motherfucker, this Turkish, and no offense to any of our Turkish friends, piece of shit, single-handedly changed the momentum of this game. We were on our way. Honestly, I have not seen us play that well. Not even in Serie A starting this
I
season.
am. I'm
You
telling
know?
you, man. Like, so you're bringing the good points. Like, I'm watching the game. I'm like, okay, I start getting goosebumps right now, thinking like, man, going back. I see the tifo, and it's like, holy shit, the energy's back. Like it's been here, and then I'm expecting, well, it's Atletico. They're gonna be back. They're gonna be waiting. We just dominated. We were gonna win that game 2 or 3-0, or maybe
Yeah.
we just had them. They had nothing against, and then I don't know if because that's the style of Simeone likes to play and whatnot, and we just had it. We had it. When I saw Leao. I mean, the way everybody was playing, I'm like,
Leao. Even Leao when he showed
what the
up, right?
hell? Like, this is looking like back in the 2004 or 2000, that 2002 2004 type of vibe again. Not saying the same thing, but man, and then the referee just boom, it just Cakir just like you said, completely, I think grossly disrupted the game. I mean, completely. Okay, like you said, the first foul was kind of soft. Okay, we get it. We know it's a yellow. And Kessie and again, I'm looking at Kessie, which is another topic. I think he should have been a little bit smarter because I already saw there was a few plays where you could see, man, like the referee was already like, "Hey, man, this is my game. I'm gonna." Shakir saying
Yeah.
was, "I'm making the calls here. You fucked." And
But I
I
mean, Oscar, I mean, if you see the replay, I don't mean to cut you off, but if you see the replay, I mean, he barely stepped on him. I know it was from behind, and everybody, I think it's kind of mixed messages. Most Milan fans are upset at Kessie. Some others are upset at the referee. I mean, obviously, everybody's upset at the referee overall, but I think for this specific play, I think that there was, you know, I don't think it was I don't think it was another yellow. I think it was another.
another yellow. It
I
was
would say it was another foul. Okay, the guy's on a yellow. You want him to be smarter than that. He was potentially going to be our captain this year if he probably would have re-signed. Let's be honest, he would have been our captain this year if there would have been no contract situation. Him and Calabria would have
yeah.
battled for
That's
that.
that's a whole
Right?
that's a whole kind of worm that we can talk
Yeah,
about.
I know. We wanted it last year. I mean, anyway, I think that would have happened if you wouldn't have had these contract situation. Him and Calabria would be battling for the captain's armband, right? I don't think Romagnoli would have it anymore.
And
With
knowing that
Calabria.
Romagnoli is gonna be gone. I don't.
Yeah, he's going to be gone. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think that was to me. I know people are going to say, like, you're being too easy on him, and I haven't been easy on him. I'm very upset and I'm very disappointed in Kessie overall for how he's handled this contract situation, for how he's kind of turned it into a Gijo situation unnecessarily. Okay, and I get it. He should be smarter, especially after the first yellow, especially because that first yellow was to me even dumber than the second foul. But still, the referee. I mean, you really have to be 100% certain that's another yellow because this guy is going to get thrown out now, and it's only 29 fucking minutes into the game, and
Exactly.
now you're going to change the entire fucking dynamic, okay? And you did, but we still battled. We still fought. We still had some opportunities.
I don't know
You
what
know,
happened after that. I mean, what happened was after that was Milan resilience.
I know.
We just got stolen at that minute. Okay, we're up, but we got the game was completely stolen. That's why I named this Grand Theft because what came after that was like completely theft from the ref, and I will put it out there for debate. What people want to say, I don't care. But to me, man, I have like this conspiracy behind me. Like, yeah, this was kind of state. To me, this is not normal that this just happened. Okay, that all of a sudden, okay, well, because he's out there, he's got his yellow. No, we're gonna give him a yellow right away. Minute 29, minute 30. We're gonna
I
get you out
mean,
of the
the
game.
referee did not need to do that,
Who
knowing that
does
it's
the
going to change
referee
the
does
entire
that? That's
dynamic.
the thing.
Oscar, I could
Don't do
understand.
that.
I know we agree. I know we agree, but I could understand if it was like a really hard, nasty foul, like fuck, okay, he deserves that other yellow, no questions asked. But if you polled 10 referees about that second yellow, right, and you would say, is that a yellow or is that just a foul? I think 8 out of 10 would say that's just a foul. That's not a yellow. Unfortunately, we got Chalanoglu's fucking uncle and I'm convinced this motherfucker is related to Chalanoglu, or he's read Milan's, fans' Twitter, Facebooks, where we're all making fun of Chalanoglu, calling him a fucking kebab, fuck, whatever. This guy fucking did his research before the game and said these racist AC Milan fans calling Turkish people kebabs, you know, I'm fucking with them today. Because then, not only the Kessie thing, let's forget about the Kessie thing. Then you give a fucking penalty with the fucking guy in Atletico touched it first. He touched it first.
It took like 4 minutes to decide. I'm like, no, I mean
It takes that long. You have to overturn it.
exactly. I mean, you typically make, and we see this at Serie A all the time, right? Where they really go at VAR, and then They don't. If they take that long, it's because they're gonna overturn that shit. We've seen it over and over. Well, no, this is like I think they were finding arguments. We have to keep this penalty. Again, I have my conspiracy theories. This thing
Yeah,
around.
I know.
They are trying to help. That's me. That's my personal opinion. They're trying to
Hmm.
help Atletico get forward because they fucked up last game versus Porto because there were a lot of doubtful calls. Well, we're gonna make him up. But again, that's my conspiracy theory. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're wrong. I don't know. But I just see it with different eyes. Yeah, he fucked us up. Ref fucked us up. Period.
Yeah,
And
and
we held the game.
yeah.
We did all we could. Yes, okay. We start getting on the analysis of the game when we got that goal by Griezmann.
Hmm.
It was Touré's fault. We can see Touré's not ready for these type of games. It was
No, he's not. He's
absolutely
not.
not. You understand what Pioli tried to do. I think he was trying to give Theo some space. It was like some backup space so he could take those runs forward and as needed.
Yeah.
But he let us down at that goal. That's just what I saw. Okay, fine, they tied. I would have been okay with the tie, even though I was like not happy about it. But okay, fine. We moved on. We fought. We Magnon had a great day back at the goal, and boom, we just get fucked at the end. Like I said,
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, and as much as I want to shit on, Ketsi, right? Do I think he should have been smarter in the approach? Yes. Do I think it was a stupid foul by him? Yes, I do. I'm not questioning any of that. He was at fault for fouling him, right? I think after watching the replay a few times, I realized that it was a foul, but it wasn't a yellow. But I guess, many of our friends and Milanisti will say, well, then he should fucking know better just to even take that risk, right? He should know better. And I think he just had a memory, he had a bad situation, turn worse for him. And it's just
but there have been
unfortunate. We needed him to keep a more level head. And unfortunately, his head's not there, and it's obvious. Last few games, he's played like shit. He's been the worst player on the
what I
field,
was
like
gonna
over and
say. I'm
over
gonna
again.
bring I'm gonna bring that up. Like again, I've only been watching since the Lazio game. I did not
Yeah.
watch it before, but what I've seen is kind of like this: a very steep decline on mental performance because physically he's there. He's just doing whatever. But it reminds me of that Kessie that wears those Timberland shock. The big shoes, like big feet, elephant feet. It's just not there. Like on mentally, like he's not making those plays. And I'm thinking, is it really the distractions of the whole contract? Are we really not? Because I know we're going into December. I wish Beppe was here because Beppe could go on us on our and doing and ranting. By the way, Beppe, we miss you, man. Um, dude, it's. I'm thinking that's it. It's just I think there's more than distractions and thinking. Well, it's not the money, but what is it? Like I don't see. It's not the same case. And I was expecting, Presidente. Yeah, we're gonna give, like you said, we're gonna give him the captain band and be the
Me
leader,
too.
stay here forever. Like he said, yeah, I want to stay here forever.
I mean, during that the last game of the season when we made the Champions League, I mean, he single-handedly, basically kept us in that game and got us to the CL where we are today, right? So it's very disappointing to, and I think that we would even give, if he didn't have his contract situation, nobody would be like upset with him. I mean, we would be a little disappointed, yes, but oh, yes, Mr. Fucking Figa. Oh no, that's not him. This fucking guy, it took him like an hour to done. He's so technologically not so, savvy.
Bro, what did you send me?
I don't know. Oscar sent me the fucking, what are you on a couch? Oscar's the casting couch guy,
Yeah.
not you.
The couch is busy. They can't. There's shit at the couch right now.
No, but I don't know. I didn't.
Dude,
We have a special guest. So for those that don't know you, why don't you do yourself, give yourself an introduction.
please do yourself a
Oh
favor.
God, putting me on the spot.
I have
Yeah.
to.
What's up, guys? I am Kilo Piccolo. I'm part of the AC Milan Club, New York City. I'm full of chats for you guys. Most people know me. I like to put Giancarlo's face on a lot of pictures. We go back.
Oscar will put one up. He's already started. He's ready to put it up there.
He's already cutting my head out for something right now.
Yeah.
I have to
But,
find one because there's too many of them. Appropriate.
No, first, he gave me the username and everything, and I'm like, it's an email address, and then it took him 10 minutes to say.
I'm sorry. because
I know.
because then Oscar and I were having technical difficulties with the sound. So
I know. We were trying to surprise you, Oscar, but then I was like, I give up. And then he sent me this link, so the phone it works. But I'll
yeah.
figure it out on the laptop next time.
My heart is full now that you guys are here. Like I'm Frankie, you're here. You call
What
me.
what a replacement for fucking Bit. Somebody who's actually positive, huh? Look at this.
Oh God. But I got to come on here one time when he's on here because me and him are gonna go at
Oh, I know. I can't wait. Oh yeah, it's gonna be like a celebrity death match.
It's gonna be a pay-per-view event.
Yeah, I can't. I'm telling you, it will be. You
UFC,
love to bust his balls.
UFC Sicilia.
Oh
Oh my
God.
God. Well, good to see you,
But
Frankie. Yes, Frankie is a member of AC Milan NYC, a very good member, a great friend, and yeah, great friend to the channel. And happy to have you here, Frankie. We're just kind of just talking about the disappointment of today. Obviously, the news of
yeah.
Kessie getting kicked out of the game, and then obviously the non-existent penalty. What's your take on the game?
When I was watching it before the red card, I was saying I wasn't even nervous. Like the game with Liverpool, I was nervous the entire game. But this game, I felt like they had so much more confidence than the last game. They came out, they were playing, they were the aggressor, they were on the offense, they were pressing Atletico, and everything was going well. And then
Yep.
about 10, 15 minutes in, Kessie got his first yellow.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's an early yellow. Now, that could have been adrenaline. It could have been, a lot of things. I mean, these guys were pumped, man. But I think the referee was definitely very harsh. He could have gave a warning for the first one. The
Yep.
first yellow,
I agree.
that was his first foul. He could have gave a warning. And then that second yellow could have been really his first yellow. There we go already. So, that changed the entire game. I mean, getting that,
But I said Oscar. You can't give two. I mean, in my opinion, Frankie, you can't. 2 fouls, 2 yellows. I mean, give me a fucking break. I said to Oscar, all right, you want to give the first one a yellow? Okay, I know you're right, Frankie. It was the first foul. You shouldn't have. But okay, you want to be. I thought the first foul was worse than the second foul.
It was. He threw him down the first one.
You know what he did? It was a fucking Chiellini in the Euros.
Yeah,
very similar. It's very that wasn't a yellow in the Euros, right? But it was a yellow here.
No, it was.
Right?
He got a.
Well, I'm sorry, it was a yellow. They wanted a red. They wanted a red. Sorry. Okay, yes. So that was a yellow, right? But the second one, I mean, okay, he lightly grazed his foot. What the fuck happened today with Tonali? What's his name? Stepped on his foot, and he didn't even get a. He fucking stepped on his foot a lot.
That plus he pushed them. I mean, there were so many things. I mean, this referee, he was calling things maybe he shouldn't have called, and then he was letting a lot of things go too. I mean,
I know he was brutally inconsistent.
Very inconsistent, and I think that's something also that Milan or we have to get used to because I think we're used to in Serie A that we're going to goals.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of these,
unless we're playing Juventus.
Brahim, he went down a lot, and he didn't even get half the calls. He was on the ground a lot today.
That's a good point. I mean, I think you could see it in other leagues and other sports where we haven't been there in a while, right? So we got to earn the respect of the refs to get the calls again. You see it in the NBA, right? Like LeBron and the Lakers get all the calls because obviously they've been there, done that. They've and Milan, let's be honest, we haven't been in the Champions League in 7 years, right? So I hate to say that this is how referees operate, right? But I think for us, we have such contention with the refs because it's always tied to Juventus and like bribery. We can't help but tie that together. So we, in our WhatsApp chat, I mean, I wish we could just kind of scroll through our WhatsApp. One day we got to do that, Oscar. Maybe just scroll through, maybe delete the names of the people, like, so, we don't expose anybody, but we should just show some of the conversations we have because, I mean, we go through some pretty crazy scenarios, right? And it's, today the common theme was fucking UEFA, UEFA wants Atletico to go through and not AC Milan because,
that's one of my conspiracy hats. I'm throwing my name in there. I think they needed help. I think that, I'm sorry, but it is inexplicable that all of a sudden, like, going back to the Kessie yellow card, the second yellow card. It's minute 29. Why are you gonna kick somebody out of the game when you're gonna condition the whole rest of the match for this? Like
Yeah.
it's not,
Yeah.
it's not. Well, what if the result was still 0-0? Would you have given that yellow card? Like that's what I'm telling you. And Milan
Yeah.
was just dominating. We were gonna win. It was hands down what was gonna happen. This is why I'm so
I
upset.
mean, we were playing lights out. I mean, I was telling before you came on, Frankie. I was telling Oscar, I haven't seen us play like that. Like even in Serie A, like the start of this game was the best
Yeah.
25 minutes we've played all season, and we played well. But I mean, that was the best 25 minutes I've seen.
We definitely embraced the crowd today. I think that we always say, oh, maybe last year this team wouldn't do good in front of fans.
I remember that.
I think now that they've grown and they have more confidence. I mean, this team is growing game after game. You see it. I mean, we have something special, brewing in here. So, I mean, Leao, lights out today. Brahim, lights out today. Benacer, he had a great game today, and he's been struggling here and there, for consistency. I thought he had a great game. Tumari has just been a rock in the. I thought Theo Hernandez.
Everybody's been playing their level. Like today,
Yeah.
like okay, like I was telling Giancarlo, Toure not ready for this yet. I can tell.
Yeah.
You tried, but it's not. It was his mistake. That's why we got Griezmann's goal. They were
Yep.
pushing, but okay, fine. I'll take the tie. I was fine taking the tie.
I was too.
Circumstances.
Yeah, I was too.
I know. I mean, it's just a shame. Like they scored at the 84th minute. I'm like, they're so close. It was right there.
You knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, man. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, especially because we were down 10. Yeah, I'm sorry. We were, with 10 men. I knew it was coming. It was inevitable, in my opinion, unfortunately. I mean, because we fought them off for about 75 minutes, and then they started to press really hard. When the Coke dealer Simeone started screaming at them. It's funny. I was watching the highlights from 2014 against Atletico. The guy was wearing the same fucking suit. He was wearing the same suit.
Pretty, man. This was pretty. This was my favorite player of the game today. Oh my God!
They said
man.
it was offsides, maybe though.
I think it was offsides.
I mean, if it was offsides, it would have been by a little bit. But this was beautiful. It was one of my favorite plays.
That's Ibra-like. You know what I mean?
Ibra. Yeah. So,
you like that background, Oscar, huh?
That's beautiful. I like it. We're upgrading. So listen now, kind of like we're off the game now. We get Atlanta this week. I'm not calling Atlanta or crack cocaine. The crack cocaine in Navy Blue this weekend. What do you think? You think they're playing tomorrow?
Who's crack cocaine? Who's crack cocaine?
Atlanta. That's what I thought. They play our own crack cocaine team. They're all in crack.
Fucking Riddler's back. Fucking Riddler.
That's what we've been calling in the chat because that's somebody was saying. It's like, oh, everybody's like in crack and cocaine at Atalanta. I'm like, what not?
Somebody just made a point. Well, one of our followers here made a good point about Pioli.
The guy who called me out, who said I don't know shit about Milan.
Well, let's be honest. That's why I'm going to him because he knows what he's talking. He obviously knows what he's talking about. This man.
Who's this?
No,
I don't know anything. I'm like, fine, okay, fine, dude.
I think he was talking about pre Coast Guard Oscar. Pre Coast Guard Oscar,
right?
No, but what I was going to say, he makes a good point. Somebody else said this. I think Pioli made a mistake bringing in Giroud too. I think we should have brought in somebody else to hold things down to help. I don't know what he was doing there, trying to bring in Giroud.
It was like we went down to 9.
I don't know. Yeah, that was a weird move by him.
Should have brought in
Maldini instead.
Yeah.
Castillejo with those fucking legs, he's gonna defend.
Twiggy's out. Twiggy's like sitting down. He's probably gonna play against Salernitana or something if he's still here around. But
yeah, I would say that was the only thing I really questioned was bringing in Giroud because he did absolutely nothing. I mean, he's gonna sit and wait for a counter, but we needed to play. We needed another guy that could run around and cause havoc. But
Daniel Maldini. I would have been that
No,
guy.
no. You need, in my opinion, we needed somebody to help. Either control things a little bit more in the midfield or defend. Right? I mean,
But
the
who?
last thing you needed is another forward.
Who? I wish we would have had Bakayoko available. That would have helped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Reach
Baca.
available. That would have helped.
Unfortunately, we had some. We even had some injuries today, right, Oscar?
And
What's the injury? And what's the injury
let's talk
report?
about the injuries. Let's talk about the situation right now that we're having with all these people like just banged up. And I'm making a public comment right now. What the hell is going on at Milan Lab, if you want to call it Milan Lab or whatever? But I'm done with these trainers, man. I can't believe this in this side of the season right now where we are, all these injuries, and it's just like it's an injury per game. Somebody came out. I mean, Brahim didn't look bad. I don't think it was nothing. But what if
Hope not.
it was? I
No, I don't think the Brahim thing looked like it was like a bad cut.
don't
I
think
mean, he
so.
had a
But
huge
what if?
Band-Aid on, right? It looked like a bad cut. I don't know. I mean, we talked about this last week, Oscar. Me and Pepe talked about this last time. I don't know. I mean, because it's been now several years. If you look at if you go back and look at some of our, Twitter messages or WhatsApp chats and like Facebook comments, I think we've been talking about like Milan's health issues since 2015, 2014. That's 7 years now. So are they keeping the same people, or does the coach bring in his new, training? I mean, I'm sure the coach has the coach is going to bring in his people to train and to put, health first with these players. And it seems like it can't be that every single coach is fucking that up, is like, making a mistake on who they're bringing in. So I don't know if it's that. I don't know what it is. There's some sort of jinx on Milanello,
I don't know, man. I mean, this is a big to me when you're training people. It's a factor of course, training schedules, their food they're eating. I don't know, whatever it is that it's a general factor of nutrition, time they're training, the way they're training, how heavy they're training, and all this stuff. Because I can't believe, man, that for example these guys are broken, and you look at Inter. Okay, I'm gonna make a direct comparison with Inter. How many people does Inter have right now? They're all broken. Probably like a few. I mean,
Nobody.
it's
Honestly, Oscar, there's nothing we can say because this has
yeah,
been going
nothing.
on. But it's
It's a dead
before
horse.
it's
I mean,
before
but a dead
Pioli.
horse.
It's before Pioli. It's Allegri. I mean, we go back to Allegri for this. I mean, it's been 7 years. I went back and looked at some of my conversations in 2014 today because I wanted to see what I was talking about the last time we played the Champions League, and there was health conversations again. Though we were missing like 3 or 4 players at that time, so there's nothing to talk about because I don't know. We need to like fly there and talk to people in Milan and figure out what the hell's going on.
He's making a point. Remember what they did to Pato? They ruined him. They
Yeah,
just
Pato was made of glass. El Shaarawy was made of glass. How many
A
players are
lot
made
of
of glass?
yeah, a lot of these injuries are always muscle injuries too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's so it's like, how are they training? Is it the training, or it's got to be something with the training?
well,
I don't
Pato
know.
was quacking with Barbara, so that's a different injury, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pato, he had weak legs going into games. You know.
Yeah, they were very weak. Yeah. Anyway, let's not get it. This is a family show. Family show.
exactly. I
Yeah.
forgot. I have to keep it PG-13 tonight.
We got this fucking South. You just came back from Brazil. This guy, Oscar.
I know. I've been okay. It's amazing. You can see a smile on my face. That's enough.
But listen,
Where's
let's
your
move
tan
on to
dog?
something. What?
Where's your tan? You just went to Brazil, isn't it?
I'm
Should have a
brown,
little
bro.
more tan.
I'm brown. I'm naturally brown.
Castriot makes a good point, though. I think the problem with Pato was that he muscled up too much, and I think I remember actually that was one thing that I remember people saying once he started to bulk up a little bit is when he started to get more injured. So that is true. I remember that conversation back in 2013, 2014 when he was relevant. 2012, 2013.
Hey, he's playing in Orlando right now. You know
Is
that?
he playing? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he's in
Wait,
Orlando.
he's playing for the MLS team?
Yeah, he's playing for the Orlando team.
But
Is
I went
he?
to Atlanta United. I went to Atlanta United versus Orlando recently. He wasn't
Maybe
playing.
injured as always. You know,
Oh,
he may
maybe
be
he's injured.
yell, but yeah, he's there. He's
Yeah, I
the
went to see Atlanta United play a couple weeks ago against Orlando, and he wasn't there. So I didn't even know.
Was the one that kind of got him in the team.
That's right, because Kaká he was on the team too, and then he got involved with like some.
And Nocerino lives in Orlando. He stayed in Orlando forever. Actually, Nocerino is actually coaching, I think, one of the youth teams over there.
He is. Yeah, he likes it there. He likes it there. He's a big, big.
I've been that. So I've been here. There's a restaurant in that area. It's called like Lake Mary. My sister, we went there. It's a great Italian restaurant, by the way. And they frequent that recently. He's always there with his family and whatnot. I'm like, man, I just want to run to him with my Milan shirt and be like, dude, I want to invite him to the show. Actually,
I was gonna say you should invite him to the show, but I think you're gonna. Oscar's gonna scare. I think Oscar's gonna scare him.
No,
You're
yeah,
scare him. Yeah, you scare people. If you came up to me at a restaurant, I'd be scared. With that fucking haircut now, with that haircut.
Yeah, well, it's growing. Finally, this thing is growing.
You still smell like that fucking river behind your house.
Dude, when we won the Euros, yeah, of course.
You know, you're a scientist. God. You're a scientist. You should know better. There's fucking flesh-eating bacteria in there.
Of course.
I don't know. I still can't believe you jumped in there.
I just went and came back home. I took a shower and Clorox. I did a Donald Trump. I put some Clorox in my veins.
All right. Yeah.
Whoa.
let's get more positive. I know today is tough because obviously we lost, but I mean on the bright side we played really well, all things considered, and I think we showed a lot of fight. Now we have to win the next. I mean, if we want to stay in the Champions League, we have to win the next few games. What's our next game?
Atalanta, and then we have Porto, right?
No. What's our next game on the Champions League? Porto.
Right? Yeah, we got
Porto. I think we play Porto twice. And we play away and home, or away and
before we play. So we played Porto basically back to back in the Champions League. You're saying?
Correct. And then we play Atletico, and then we play Liverpool last. I think that's how they do it now.
God, Atletico. Oh, we're gonna play Liverpool last. At least Liverpool will be at home.
Yeah. And I think, listen, I say if Atletico has nothing to show. They didn't show anything today.
They played like shit, man. They played like
This is how Simeone they just held back. Let's just defend the ball. We all run and see what happens. There's no creativity, nothing, and we brought it to them. That's what I'm telling you.
I mean, they have a good bench. I mean, they brought in fucking DePaul, who we wanted. They brought the fucking guy off the bench. Right? But, I mean, this did not look like the team.
Felix.
Yeah, John Felix, exactly.
Yeah.
And Griezmann. It's a full loaded team. Don't get me wrong, but they play nothing. I'm sorry, but they don't play for anything. That's the Cholo style, is bring it on. We'll figure out we're going to beat you because we're physical. I don't think that's kind of like the strategy. So, my opinion, if we play the same way we played today in Atletico right there in Madrid and we bring it on, we may, hopefully we'll win.
We'll see.
But of course, we can't get anybody expelled again because then that's it. It's all done.
Frank, we have another Frank, our Canadian Frank. He's on the chat there. He said, and I think he was kind of aligned with you both before, saying that Pato got injured because of the Bunga Bunga parties. So just wanted to call that out because Frank in Canada and Frankie in New Jersey are very similar. They're funny. They got the same sense of humor. I think so. Yeah. I agree, Frank. Up in Canada. Thanks for tuning in. But you're right. But Oscar, I mean, I think that all things considered, as we said, we played well. I think we can, como si dice in Italiano, a testa alta. We can definitely be proud of the performance today by everybody else. Kessie, obviously, he failed us today, unfortunately. But yeah, everybody else was.
We got robbed though. We got robbed.
We did. I know. We did. We did. But anyway, let's move on because let's not. I mean, we still have a couple more games left in the CL. Hopefully, we win. We can't. I don't know if we're gonna win all of them, but at least we win a couple, so we could move on to the next round. But let's go back to the focus now. Let's shift the focus over to Serie A because I mean I think we've been doing really well there. I think we've won our last few games. Do you guys think we'll be able to maintain this form in Serie A, or what's your opinions? Oscar, I'll go to you first.
Well, it will depend, right? We get Atalanta this weekend, so Atalanta's playing tomorrow. I don't know who they're playing. I think they're playing Young Boys, by the way. I think they're
yeah,
whatever.
That name still bothers me.
Atalanta is not the same. It's not the same from last year. Not the same from 2 years ago. So
they're not. No, they're not.
I think we do have much more of a growing team. like Castriot said, that's a good prep for Porto. So I think we just got to keep this momentum. Hopefully, we're gonna start recovering players from the hospital, from the Croce Rosa, and hopefully we'll keep going.
What do you think, Frankie?
Uh, Again, I think last year one of our biggest issues was injuries. So we need to stay healthy. That's the thing. If we wanna fight for the top, at least top three, we have to stay healthy. It's a lot more competitive this year. I think what we got 6, 7 teams fighting for 4 spots.
Yeah.
Juve they're creeping back up. They're only 4 points out of fourth place now. I mean, if you look at their
They
points,
should
they're
have
creeping back up.
they should have lost to Spezia. Fuck.
Yeah, I know, and we should
At
have
least
beat them
tied.
too. You know, Chesney made that fingertip save on Kalulu. But again, it's going to come down to injuries. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to come down to staying healthy.
So
I
this
think
is
we have a great team. To go far in the campeonato, but we have to stay healthy. That's it.
this is listen. This is what's coming. We got Atalanta, and then we got Elas at home, which it's a doable game, and then Porto. That's what's coming up.
Hmm.
So I mean, keeping the form, maybe making some rotations. Pioli's got it, man. I'm trusting Padre. Like I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. I'm not getting on that stupid bus that people are getting already. I'm like, no, no, no. But I think we could, if we keep this up, as long as Napoli starts dropping a point in from soon, hopefully.
I hope. I mean, they've been playing lights out. I mean, they're in first place right now. We're in second. Just because of that stupid fucking tie against. We'd be tied right now
Yeah,
with
I
them
mean,
reversed if we would have won. But
we're
anyway, I
keeping
still think
pace with
that.
them.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it on the Instagram channel that we played we got the best result. I mean, not the best result. The best result against Juve would have been a win, but all things considered, because of the early mistake,
Yeah,
I was happy with the tie.
they're still
So
down there.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Let's hope they stay down there. That'd be amazing.
Sure.
Fiorentina has been impressive to me this season. I have to say, I like their coach. Talk about a good young Italian coach. Italiano's a good coach.
He's a good coach, man. That
Yeah,
guy.
he's going places. That guy.
Yeah,
He's going places.
I
I
like
hope
him.
I hope it's not Juventus one day, because I could see that happening if Allegri fails at some point. Italiano, going to Juve. I feel like that. I feel like Agnelli wants to keep an Italian coach, and he's got his. I was watching something on Sky a couple weeks ago that Agnelli's a big admirer of his. So
Yeah, could happen. No, I like
But
him. I think what he's doing in Fiorentina really, compared to last year,
yeah,
and I mean they kind of kept some of the same squad, but they brought in some key players. Like I was thinking to myself, like they brought Odriasabo from Real Madrid. Like that would have been a perfect player that we should have brought in as a loan.
I know. I agree.
I'm like, these guys got to steal with that. And again, it's just a few
Who's
other.
the other guy they brought in? The most expensive signing they made.
Who was it?
So I forgot his name.
Oh,
The most expensive signing in Fiorentina history.
Jesus.
I forgot his
what's
name, but anyway,
again?
the fact that they kept, Vlahovic too was. I mean, if Comiso would have sold Vlahovic, and then the year or 2 years, whatever it was, when he sold Chiesa, then people in Florence would be like, "What the fuck are you doing here, man? Like, you were
Pereira?
supposed to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
you were supposed to, turn us around and keep our talent. You were supposed to have deep
Mhm.
pockets."
Nico Gonzalez, the guy from Stuttgart, the
That's
striker.
the guy. He was the most expensive signing. He was a good
Fucking
player, man.
stud. He's really good.
Another guy we could have, we could have. I mean, Fiorentina, they made some good signings. They kept the right player, Vlahovic, right? So I think overall, they've been impressive. I mean, I think that they were unlucky, in their game against. What they play, Juventus? What did they play? Was it Juve they played?
No, they're playing Juve this weekend, I think.
No,
No,
yeah,
or
No, they play Napoli.
Napoli.
Napoli this week. Yeah, that's
That's
right.
gonna be a good match. That's gonna be a hell of a good match.
That's going to be
They
the
were
game.
unlucky
Napoli drops
against. I'm
points.
sorry, they were unlucky against Inter. That's what I was saying. They were unlucky against Inter because they actually played well in that game, but they just had a spell of about 15 minutes where they fucking just melted down.
Mm. Yeah.
So I mean, Frankie, to your point, the reason I bring it up is, Fiorentina is a lot of good teams, so we can't have any slippage. this season. We
I know.
can't. You know, we
Yeah.
can't lose points. We can't.
Well, I think we're off to a good start. So we're not used to that really since last year and this year. But like I say, hot.
Why don't you
Hey,
do?
hey, keep the
We
hot
give
start.
we give Frankie a lot of shit because Frankie is, also a very big baseball fan
Oh,
and
Jesus. Here we
yeah,
go.
baseball fan and football fan, American football. So sometimes he cheers
Not as
us up,
much
not
anymore,
cheers us up.
American football.
He gets us riled up with like some American style, enthusiasm. Let's go, Milan!
Hey, listen. So for those guys who kind of watches us and they follow
Woo!
us on Instagram,
Fuck
this
that
is
bit. I'm
things
coming for you,
we are
motherfucker.
having a little competition amongst each other. We're picking games. I'm terrible at this. I suck. I'm telling you why.
Fuck
All the
you.
time I
Every
pick
time I keep
something.
saying you suck, you keep getting points. I gotta shut the fuck up. That's what
No,
I gotta
no,
do.
every time. This happened like the last few years. I play with this with my cousins. I'm like, I'm terrible at this. Because all of a sudden I start pretty good and I'm like having, oh yeah, I'm predicting all these ties because they're difficult, and all of a sudden I just crap out. This is the reality. Anyhow, we're having this stuff. Pepe is leading it. I just wanted to show the
I,
Pachi's
I,
there, and then yeah, we'll see what this
So
weekend.
why don't you explain to everybody what it's all about? Because some people may not know what we're doing.
Yeah, so go ahead. Well, what we're doing is that we're predicting who wins, who ties on Serie
Yeah,
A. We're
yeah. So
this
we
weekend.
do like in the Italian style. That's
Follow us on
schierina.
Instagram.
Yeah.
On Instagram, that's where it is.
Scadzina.
I'll put it up here, and then you guys just follow us right here. The
Bepp's
Curva
doing
Chat.
well. Bepp's doing well.
I'll tell
16
you.
points. I got
I'll tell you
Papi's
what
tied
though.
with me now.
If you were actually money on these games and betting X or
No, we
one
have a
or two,
bet. We have a bet.
you would be everybody would be screwing everything up.
We have a bet. So Bepp is going to shave his ass if he loses. You know,
That's gonna be a lot of that's
on
gonna be a lot of
live
hair.
video on live. We're going to do it live. Oscar's going to shave his head again, but that's cheap because he already did. We got to figure out what Oscar's going to do. I'll shave my head.
His
I'll shave
eyebrows,
my head.
eyebrows.
It's a good idea. Well, he doesn't even have eyebrows anymore, does he? Does the Coast Guard shave him off? Oh no, it's the lighting. Sorry, I can't tell.
Coast Guard Chuck.
Yeah, and then I'll shave my head. I will. I'll shave my head.
Oh man, yeah.
So
Well,
Might
yeah,
not
that's
grow
what's
back.
now, fuck you. It'll grow back. Fuck.
You imagine Pachi without hair.
What?
Imagine Pachi without hair.
Well, yeah. I can. I think because I've known Pachi for a while. He's gotten short like you a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still have to yet picture him.
I only shaved my head one time, boot camp. That was it, and I
Boot
couldn't
camp.
stop. I couldn't stop touching
You
my
were in the
head.
Navy,
I looked.
so yeah. You did the Navy shaving.
Yeah.
That's funny,
I
man.
mean, yeah, we were. I was in the big boy military, not the Coast Guard.
Hey, yeah. Let's not get into this, all right?
All right, you squid. No, I'm only teasing you. You were like, yeah, man,
So
4 weeks. So your boot camp was 4 weeks, right?
My bootcamp was 4 weeks. If you people
Yeah.
are interested, go ahead and go to YouTube and type Coast Guard Bootcamp Experience, and then you'll see a video. It's by Business Insider. It's 22 minutes, totally worth it. That's what I lived, but in a 4 week version. I'm not kidding. It was quite the experience.
Good
Yeah,
for
you're
you.
the
I'm
only.
proud of you.
There's a picture. There's a picture of him with his battalion. Is it a battalion? No.
no, it's our company. Yeah, our company.
Our company.
Company.
And everybody has a serious face except Oscar.
It's everybody's military bearing. I'm having a military bearing.
Fucking guy has got like a grin. Did you have to do push-ups after they saw that picture?
No. That was already, we were already done. I'll show
I
you
think
one of
yeah, but you know what? His commander is gonna be ready for him because he's got the picture now.
oh,
And Oscar this Friday, Oscar's gonna have to do like 100 laps.
a company commander will never forget about me because I was the only scientist, so they were calling me, "You're the chemist," and I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like,
They wanted you to.
Yeah,
They want you to
I'm sure
cook
everybody had
something?
nicknames.
All right, so I'll show you something that I had to do on one of the many remedial. I'm actually putting it here. I'll
The
show you just a
chemist.
small clip. I'm telling you, people, you gotta want to watch this. I'm gonna see if I can share the screen with the sound because you have to watch this with sound. I'll play it for a little bit because it's there we go. So I had to do this because one night that guidon that I had, I left it outside. I forgot to bring it in, and my company commander put me, "Hey, come here, you got to do it." And then this is what happened. I'll show it to you.
But they say, oh, you see him? You. And then you cross that threshold when I can see you. Then you start doing the right thing. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Chair sit. Chair sit. Feet shoulder the car right now. Doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Say it, you.
And that's it. That's what happened. I had to sit there. I had to do the
How
right
long
thing.
did you Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember how many, but something like that. So
I would have had to take a dump after that. I don't know about you.
well, it was
Like that?
It was gratifying. It's
Like a squatty potty for me.
squatty potty. It makes your legs strong.
Well, we're happy that you're back from this. Your little boot camp.
Right. Proud.
So tomorrow, Atlanta. You said Atlanta plays Young Boys.
Atlanta plays Young Boys. Yeah, Young Boys. That's what their name is. Yeah. It'll be an
Hopefully
interesting match.
they get tired. That's all I can hope for.
And then this weekend, we play Saturday or Sunday?
We play the 3rd of October, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday at 2:45 is the last game of the day on Sunday.
Okay. Well,
people are gonna be in New York. Go to Football Factory. Go up there, man. Go and hang out with our guys. Pretty sure we're gonna have a hangout.
Yep, they were there today. I was there a couple weeks ago for the.
I
was great. I had a little.
By the way, happy belated birthday!
Thank you. Yeah, a little surprise getaway to New York City for my birthday. Was able to go to AC Milan NYC with the boys. It was a lot of fun. Even though we tied, it was only a tie. Still, it was great being back with everybody. There's a couple of videos of me on the megaphone like the old times. So it was.
You brought the megaphone, dude?
Well, Eric did. That was great. It was great to be able to get behind the megaphone again. But I was already like losing my voice, and I handed over. Remo's kind of taken like a love for the megaphone now, so he grabbed it from me a few times and had some good moments.
He doesn't even need a megaphone. His voice is so loud, echoes.
Oh, mine used to be, man. But the problem with my voice is, man, it goes fast. I think we talked about this, Frankie. Like
me too.
It literally, like, I have a very loud voice, but it literally fades quickly. So I need the megaphone. Hopefully I'll be back for another game this season. Hopefully we have a good result. We need to bounce back. I think we stayed in this game. This game today. I have confidence that we're gonna, bounce back with the win. On Sunday for the Serie A, right? Because I really think that the guys today showed really, that we're a team. No matter what, we're a team. We're united. Injuries, red cards, whatever. It was an unfortunate situation with the Kessie, second yellow, but we played great still afterwards, all things considered, with 10 men.
They're maturing, man.
They're maturing.
They're maturing really rapidly, and that's a big.
Leao. I mean, let's be honest here. Hey, we gave Leao a lot of shit last year. I know I did. I know you did. Yeah, I mean, Niang didn't score goals like that. Like, not in the Champions League, at least.
I'm one of them.
How about Tonali? I mean, Tonali's like.
Tonali's been amazing. Now. He's been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we would not be in the position we're in without that kid.
He's like somebody made it good over the summer.
I know. I think he just realized, it's my time. I gotta embrace this.
Yep.
Somebody made a good comparison today, but I think he is a combination of like a Pirlo and a Gattuso.
Yeah, he's got a little attitude to him.
Yeah, because he's tough, man. He's not. He doesn't, like, you saw what he did to Dybala. I mean, Dybala is a bitch. Fucking guy like manicures his eyebrows by himself. He's a little sweet in the seat. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, but
did he call somebody like puta today or something? What
did he do? Yeah, puto. Puto. You saw that too, right? You saw that, right? He definitely said puto.
Yeah. And they had slow motion on him when he was doing that.
Yeah, he's tough, man. He's got the toughness of a Gattuso a bit. He doesn't have as much of the incredible finesse of a Pirlo, but he's good with his feet, and he's good with some assists, and he's a decent free kick taker. I think he'll get better over time. He's a better direct free kick taker than an indirect free kick taker, if you guys know what I mean. Like when it's time for him to cross the ball into the box, from like a free kick or a corner. Yeah, it's not that good. He's got to work on that. But direct free kicks, I mean, he scored the goal earlier this season, and a few others were close, that he's had. So, I mean, he's promising. And what I love the most, Frankie, and I know you'll appreciate this, is that he's he's going to be the future of the Italian national team, or at least one of the. And he's a Milanista, right? That's one of the struggles that I know you, me, and others had over the summer. Is the team didn't have any Milan players, right? The national team.
Yep.
So it'd be
So
nice.
here's my question: and again, you can I go back into our current situation and looking? Would you have loved to keep Pobega on the team? I would have loved to have. I mean, he's having now like he's developing more, but I would have loved to have today again another situation where you got to throw this midfielder.
Is this on me or?
No, I'll let you go. I talk a lot, so I wanted you to go.
Yeah, I think what we have to realize is that this Milan project we need patience. I mean, what we're doing here is not. I know we want this instant gratification of we want to go from shit to, going deep in Champions League. It's not going to happen or winning the Scudetto. But I mean, he's on a loan again, right?
Yeah,
for this year. So I hope, next year we take him, right? I mean, we need to figure this out. Is he going to replace Kessié or what? Or, I mean, is Kessié going to sign? What's the deal, So I don't know. Some players, it seems like they give a chance really young, and other players, they don't. I don't know. Everything is a mystery. We can guess all we want, but they have some kind of plan up, the Maldini and company. And there's we just have to kind of follow it and guess. I mean, I think Maldini and them, they've been doing really good for the most part.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that we I don't want to second guess the Pobega thing. I think what they wanted is for him to play every single game, Oscar, and he wouldn't be playing every single game with us right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So I think they believe in the kid, and he's already proven to be somebody that we're going to call back next year instantly, right? Because we can't call him back in January, right? Because I think it's a 1-year loan, right? So he's going to be there for the year. He's going to play every single game. Hopefully, he stays healthy. And we're not going to have. I think Kessie's gone. I mean, and you bring in another guy. You bring a kid like Pobega back, who's a midfielder as well, right? And I'm not saying he's going to replace Kessie, but you have Bakayoko. We have options, I mean, I think, like Frankie said, Massara and Maldini made some. I mean, I think we were really harsh on them over the summer, but I think we're seeing the fruits of their labor. Okay, it wasn't like an A+ Mercato, but for the money we have to play with, we know Elliott has a lot of money, but Elliott is counting on us being self-sufficient, right? So we need to, be able to pay for ourselves. And in the end, I think we've proven this season with the moves that were made, that they were the right moves. Yes, we could have added a couple more pieces, but what does that mean? In reference to where we are today, we would be at first, a couple more points. We would have won every single game, right? Instead of, the tie, right? So, I mean, it's not that bad where we are right now. Yeah, we did
still spent a lot of money. So, yeah.
I would have liked to have gotten the French kid from Brest.
The Brest, the other guy, because I know we got Adli, but he's
he's coming next year. I forgot about him. And he's
a stud, man. I've seen him. I saw him. He's fucking great.
I was talking. Ogo was over my house this weekend here in Atlanta, and he knows French football. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. Ogo comes. Ogo, no. Ogo lives in New York, but he used to go to school here. He went to Emory University.
Okay.
So he's got a lot of friends here. He was in town. He came over to the house, and he's a big French football fan. Obviously, being of Senegalese origin, and he told me that Adli is going to be good for us. He doesn't like Ballatore. He's not very high on him, but I understand the signing. I understand it. He's not. I don't think he shouldn't be playing Champions League football on a regular basis. But today was an unfortunate circumstance, right?
We take what we got at this point.
Hey, listen,
right
tomorrow. So Atalanta plays Young Boys. I'm just kind of looking at the schedule here. Some fun games. Merda plays Chelsea. It's gonna be a good.
Yeah, I disagree. Castillo. I disagree. I think we forget what. So he said Tonali has a heart, something Kessie will never have. That's not true. Kessie had a lot of heart. If it wasn't for Kessie last year, that game, we would not be where we are today in the Champions League. So I have to disagree. I think we, as Milan fans, we are very forgetful of sometimes what players do for us, and we just get consumed by the moment. But let's be honest here. Last year, Kessie was in contention to be the captain of this fucking team. So let's
Right,
not
he was-
criticize Kessie too much. I think Kessie's
would
fucked
still
up
be-
now with the contract situation and everything. But
That's what I'm saying.
the guy's got a lot of heart. A lot of heart, in my
He
opinion.
was
He'll
the
be
MVP
captain,
last
but
year.
he just got to
He
get
was the
his
MVP
shit
of the season last year. So, yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I think that we have to – and I was reading a lot of comments today, people really picking on him. And I'm like, all right, I get it. You're upset about the contract situation. But let's put that aside for a second in the stupid game today. The reason we're in the Champions League is because of him. I mean, remember that game against fucking, the last game of the season when he was holding those two defenders back. I mean, the guy was bleeding, sweating. I mean, he was all in, right, for us to get there. So.
I mean, I would love for him to come to his senses and
Me too.
and
But I
sign
think
with
the
us
money
again.
in his wife
You know what I mean?
is involved. When the wife gets involved, it's not good, man. When she comes up in the newspapers. No, it's true. When the wife comes up in the newspapers being involved in the contract talks, it's fucking done. It's not good, man.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I know.
You got to keep those fucking broads away, right, Vicky? Right, Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say anything. Just keep that smile, bro. Keep it in.
Oh,
Apparently,
man.
I have a crooked smile in every picture, according to
You
JC.
do. You do. I gotta make a collage of you. See, but it's funny because in person, here, you don't have the crooked smile. But in the in the pictures, everything it's like a little tilted.
It's just I don't know when I take a picture, it's like a smirk. I don't know.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're almost at an hour. I think we did pretty good. Thank you for joining, Frankie. It was an honor to finally have you on.
Finally.
Yeah.
We'll have you on with Pepe again. Trust me, we're gonna have you on.
We're gonna have you with Beppe. You need to have a sfida with Beppe.
I thought Pepe would
We've
probably.
been going at it a little bit with the chat.
I love it. It's great. We have to. The banter is it's pretty much what it's all about, right? So we got to banter.
No,
Let's
it's
leave
all
Pepe a
friendly.
voicemail. Let's leave Pepe a voicemail. Let's do that.
It's all friendly. It's not. There's nothing hostile about it.
This guy's calling Pepe right now. I thought Pepe was going to surprise us on the drive home, but I think he works till 11 p.m. So he's not going to answer.
Oh, you guys gonna leave him a voicemail? That's what we're gonna do.
You want to leave a voicemail? Live on air. We're going to leave Pepe a voicemail.
We're gonna leave Beppe.
He's probably watching us. He's always watching.
No, he's not watching. He's probably like.
Pepe's always got his eye out. He pretends he doesn't care about things. He's nonchalant. There's nobody that cares more than Pepe. Nobody. He tries to play Mr. Cool. Frankie knows. Pepe tries to pretend he's a Mr. Cool, not getting upset. Yeah, we all know how Pepe is.
Your call
He's a mush.
718
He doesn't even have
We're
a
gonna
green
give his
one.
phone number on the.
3
Yeah, he loves his phone. Everybody's gonna prank call him now.
I'm sorry. Please enter your password.
I can't.
Come on, what'd you do, you fuck? Hang on. You fucked it up.
Next time.
This guy's a fucking scientist. He can't even handle an iPhone.
Can't handle other things.
What?
Oh God.
Anyway, it's a family show. Okay, let's stop with we're not gonna do those things anymore. Okay, with you and the fucking couch, all that stuff.
It's occupied. It's busy. I can't use the couch.
Are you gonna be on? So you're gonna have access while you're in Virginia.
I should have access to internet. Especially Sunday nights. I should be okay. So.
Yeah, and apologies to everybody who was expecting us on Sunday night. It just Oscar and I got a little tricky, and Pepe was for the first time too shy to come on. We all know Pepe likes to talk about Milan and rant and stuff, but I think because we didn't lose, I think Pepe only likes to talk when we lose. I just have that feeling.
Today,
right?
Yeah.
If we would have lost on Sunday, he would have went on by himself.
He was quiet. He was quiet today in the chat too. He didn't say nothing.
Yeah, he was work. He got to work at 3. That's why.
Okay, because I was gonna say to him, hey, how do you feel about this game today? I wanted to see what he was gonna say, but
Nah.
If you ever want to make money, you gotta just bet. You just gotta pick the other side, whatever he picks.
If you guys want to watch,
no, what are you talking about? He's leading our Curva picks, so it's he's doing something right.
So what I'll say is that if you guys want to see Beppe, whatever he thinks about this game, watch your Instagram account. There'll be a video. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna go on it.
Yes, we'll encourage him to do so. Pepe will give a rant about today. We'll make sure that Pepe gives a rant about today.
He needs to. So,
All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Frankie, appreciate you coming on, brother.
thank
We'll
you.
have you back
Thank
on
you for
soon.
having me. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.